What is up, guys? I'm going to show you how to install these LED sequential taillights on a 2019 Nissan Altima. It's fairly easy. You really only need a 10mm socket and pliers, and I'll show you where you need them. So let's get started. Okay, so if you look in here, you'll see a couple bolts, and these are the 10mm. They come off fairly easy. Don't go too far, just kind of loosen them, because if you go too far, you'll drop the bolt and it'll be gone forever. Let's take the car apart. So right when you get about there, start being careful, because yep, they pop right off. So we'll do this one too. Again, just loosen it, really, that's all you need. You don't want to take it off and it falls out the socket and it's gone. Right in here, there is a clip. It doesn't pop out, you got to slide it straight out. So you can really use anything, even a screwdriver, I'd say a flathead, even a knife, either one. But you just have to get the slide straight out. So just kind of pop it in there, break it a little loose. Right there. Yep, just like that. And it should slide straight out, just like that. Okay, in the back, right about there, but you can see there's a little clamp. All you gotta do is basically just squish that down. Just kind of squeeze in. Yep, see, it pops right out. And then from there, you just gotta squeeze this out, like so. It basically just fits through the wall like that. There you go. And that's how you get that out. Set that aside. And here's the new one. Just basically put it in the same way. Just through the tail light hole. And then with the little rubber mount, you just kind of barely just kind of get it in. Just get the little rings around the metal, and then it's in. That's, you know, keeps moisture out. Over here. The taillight just goes in the same way the other one came out, straight in. Through the hole, lift. Just gotta make sure you line everything up properly. And it snaps right in place. Then take this out. I'm going to show you how to take off the inner blinker. So that's this one right here. So basically, same thing, 10mm socket, it's all 10mm. Just going to slide up in here. You got 3 bolts, I believe? Yes sir, 3 bolts. And same thing, just kind of loosen them because you don't want to drop them either. Just enough to grab them. That's one. You got 2 more. Don't drop it. There you go. Here's the third one. Just like that. And then you got the last one, which is the 4th one. It's on the outside of it. But same thing, just loosen it. Okay. And then with plugins, same thing. Just a couple little clips, if I can find it. Yep. There we go. Same thing with this one, just a little baby clip. Guess I can use good pliers too. Just like that. And then if we lower the trunk just a little, it should pop straight out. Yep, just like that. And that's how you take this one out. Keep it going that way. And then you got your LED inner blinker. Just make sure all this goes in the same hole. Make sure you get the controls in there. Should pop right in there. Just identify the holes. Just like that. And then I'm going to put this back together and I'll show you guys how to wire it. Okay, I'm sure most of you know with LED sequentials you got all this. It's still plug and play, don't worry about it. So basically, so you can hide the wire, I'm going to slip it in the bracket for the trunk and it's going to go all the way down. I'll pop it out right there. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Just drop it up in there. It goes in easy, there's nothing blocking it. Just run it down. Until you kind of see it pop right, you'll see it in there. Yep, there it is. And then from there you can grab some clip pliers. And just till it gets close enough to where you can grab it. I'd say right about there. Yep. Just carefully, you don't want to damage the cable. You pull that tip out. And then from here, you're going yellow to yellow. So you just plug it in there. These are sensitive, so you got to be careful when you put them in. You don't want to break them, because then you get all kinds of fancy adapters, and then I hear that's not good. So yep, just like that. Pop that little green one over it. And then so that's connected. Then all you gotta do is plug the taillight in. It's fairly easy. It just pops right in. You don't gotta squeeze anything. It'll clamp automatically. Yep, a little click. That's in. And then for this one, it's really easy if you kind of hide most of the excess wire, because you know you can see the cable's real long. You can just hide it right behind the cloth there. And the same thing here. You're just going yellow to yellow. Same thing. Plug it in real gentle. Make sure you don't force it. Get it in first, then you can shove it. And then from there you should be set. Get the green thing out the way. Yep, just all the way in like that. And you got power. A little green guy in there too. Just like that. And then to plug in the taillights, come in the corner here. Same thing, just snap it in. Just like that. This one, you're not gonna have to plug anything in. Only that one, and I'll show you why. So on this side, you can see you got another white cable. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this in on this side. I'll show you where it goes in a second. Same thing, just plug it in real gentle, don't damage it. Just like that. Get the little green guy in there. It's a little bigger than the other hole, so it's a little harder. And then you're just gonna run this cable under the cloth. If you got the same quick release for the emergency trunk, you got to get around that. It'll be a little easier. So basically, you just run it under as far as you can. Okay. And you see the other one on the other side was white, so you're basically just connecting that white to white again. Plug it in all the way. Get the little green guy in there. And looks like everything's wired up, so let's go and test it out. Oh, that failed. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna go start it manually because remote start's not working, but looks like the blinkers work, so I'm gonna just go start it manually, see what happens. Alright, so okay, can you go test the blinker? Alright, so we're going to test this blinker. Alright, we're running sequential on this side. Let's try this side. This side looks good too. Alright, so let me show you all the functions. Reverse. Reverse. Reverse lights work.
Okay, so these are the Altima taillights. You guys saw the previous shots. when our guy Siberian Nissan, when he was installing it. So the rear tail, the outer pieces are very self-explanatory. Okay, this is how they look from the back. Okay, this white socket, of course, when you remove your original tail lights, you just simply install them, plug and play. And also another thing is the inner light. This is what we are going to be concentrating on. So if you take a look at this tail light, these wires over here, they are like taped. Okay, so this is what you will receive. These are taped. Don't worry about these. You know, there's not. You guys don't have to do anything with it. You guys can just tuck it inside. Okay, and then when you are installing these inner tail lights, okay, these foam pieces over here which come with it, these are very important. Okay, so when you are installing it, make sure you install these foam pieces, otherwise the moisture may get inside. Okay, so align it nicely and put the foam pieces, and then install these inner lights. All right, now to install these tail lights, okay, this is how it works. You're gonna receive 2 sets of yellow wires and 1 set of white wire like this. So when you are installing these tail lights, on each side you connect yellow to yellow over here, okay, and then another yellow over here to the inner one. Okay, that's step number 1. Okay, so you are good to go on this one, and then another yellow wire connected to the other side. Okay, so you connect the yellow wire in between. Now this white wire is for the reverse tail light. So the way you're going to install it, simply connect it over here. Okay, there is a white wire coming out of the inner tail light, and the other white wire, you're going to connect it to this one. Okay, so once you connect it, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so like once again, where's that other yellow wire? Right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna show it to you just to be on a safe side. So yellow over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna connect this yellow over here. Okay, and there you go. Okay, so make sure they're nicely connected. So this is the setup basically. So inner light through the yellow wire is connected to the outer one. The other outer wire, the yellow wire is connected to the inner one through this yellow wire, and this white wire is connected in between the inner lights. Okay, I hope that explains it good. And then of course, you know, this plug, this is for the reverse, okay, on this side, and these plugs are for the animation. So there is a connection for you. You just simply plug it in, and that's it. The animation at this point cannot be disabled. It comes with the animation, but we will be updating you if there is a way to turn off that animation. So once again, these taillights comes with animation and with sequential turn signals.